We're joined by Anastasia Muravyova, e-commerce manager at Jysk. So Anastasia, why do you think that 89% of respondents said that customer experience has become so important to the point where they no longer have to justify their ROI? Do you think this is genuinely the case, that we no longer have to kind of prove that customer experience needs to deliver results?
That's a very interesting question. I do believe that customer experience is the point that touches the brand at any point of the time. And we do have to focus, but it doesn't mean that we don't have to evaluate one action or another activity. What makes a difference for us? Investing in a feature that gives us immediate results or building the loyalty. So neglecting the ROIs would not be a good strategy to follow up.
And one of the things that really stood out to me in the report is that the biggest challenge that marketers face is the kind of this lack of customer understanding and lack of customer insights. Out of all the other challenges like personalization, targeting, well, why do you think that's
the thing that we are facing right now, especially in this 2020, is the fact that we have too much data. Mm-hmm. And in order to get the right customer insights, you need to dive in, you need to dive deeper and to understand and predict what customers are going in. Other without the customer insights, without the data, which makes it so important, you would have to be a guru that would have to think about it all. The basics, the predictions give us as an e-commerce managers a high role to navigate through this pool of customers that are coming in. Those who have been with us for a longer period of time with e-commerce, or those who just joined because of the pandemic and shifted their responses, they do shop differently. Ones require shorter period of time to make immediate decisions, and other ones require longer period of time to give it a thought. And that's where this challenges of experience, providing the best possible experience for both long-term customers and new customers.
Quite often I hear marketers say that they're looking for these kind of tactics and immediate improvements of personalization and targeting. But do you think it's really possible to deliver real personalization without understanding who the customer is?
You first have to gather all your data about your customers. You cannot predict, you cannot know, you cannot personalize before you actually know who is sitting in front of you. So you first gather all the data, you start the grouping and targeting, you start personalizing based on the groups that you created, and then predict what the customer would wish to do without him actually knowing what he wanted to do. And that's where the data comes in. Yeah.
And in terms of what data do you think is important to understand the customers? Like at Jysk, what are the things that you guys are focusing on capturing about customers?
It's been a lot of people who are just browsing through the website, and it's been important for us to understand the reasons of abandonment. Why would there's a very short window of attention that we can catch right now, because there are many brands, many more going online, and you have to not only catch the customer via many marketing ads that right now popping on every other newsstand website, you also have to attract them via your customer experience on the website, and then you have to understand the reasons, the pages, what are the effects of those moving away. And that's been a high focus for us at Jysk, especially during the pandemic, understanding after people are landed on a website, why they're leaving, at which page, what's the value, and how can we be driving them back. This really starting to focus on the customer itself instead of just on the groups and segments that we've been focusing the campaigns at. It's been in our core. What's exact customer journey for us? And that's where the data is very helpful.
And I guess this is where the whole kind of a talent conversation comes into play, right? Because this shift from focusing on segments and groups to individuals, you have to have a team that understands it. And actually, one of the things that really stood out to me is that 57% of respondents said that lack of skilled talent is their primary challenge for delivering better customer experience. Would you agree with that? That talent is an issue?
I do agree that finding the right talent with the right skills is an issue for the brands trying to reach their point of effectiveness. When you start reaching the point of effectiveness and you have a skilled team to work with, then there is a challenge to give them the right tools to work for. Because if the skilled people don't have the access to the right data, to the whole data, there is very little advantage for the business to proceed. So the technology starts to play a role in combination with the talented people. But talented people can give the right boost, but having more talented people within the 1 square meter will not improve the effectiveness.
Yeah, totally agree. Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you.